Hello, welcome to the Wednesday Wellness newsletter feed. I'm so excited you were here today. I am Laurel Kelsey. I'm a functional nutritionist, a trauma release and movement specialist. And today we are talking about 4 places that you may have mold and bacteria hiding in your life, in your kitchen. That's why I'm in the kitchen today. That may be one of the reasons that you could be chronically getting sick or struggling with some chronic issues. So that is my specialty. What I work with, my clients are women who are struggling with chronic pain, chronic inflammation, chronic overwhelm, and we get to the root of what's going on by looking at the whole story, not just the symptoms. So let's start right away. One thing before we jump in, if you haven't already downloaded my free ebook that I created just for you, if you, again, are struggling with those things, especially with mental health, there's so many things that impact that. I created a free ebook on my top 10 ways of how to decrease stress and improve your mental health. And that'll be just down in the description. You can go grab it. And of course, if you're interested in what we were talking about today, you probably want to hit the subscribe button so you can make sure to get future releases as they come out. Okay, so the first place, we're in the kitchen mostly today, what we're looking at. And the first thing that I want you to think about is where you're cleaning your dishes. So inside your dishwasher, you have something like, ooh, yuck. Like this. This is a filter that should be in the bottom of your dishwasher. And I don't know if you can see it really well, but you can see how there's a bunch of stuff in there. And this is only a week old. So I clean these about every week, every other week. So inside your dishwasher, in the filter, you should be able to pull it out, especially the newer dishwashers in the last 10 years for sure have these filters in the bottom. You should be able to pull it out, spray it down, clean it out, hot soapy water, and then you're not washing your dishes inside this potential place where you might have mold and bacteria growing. Okay, the second place is actually in your sink. So you know at the sink you have these catchers where everything goes through when you do your put stuff down into the disposal and clean it. But if you don't pull it out, so you can kind of look and see here inside this. So this again is only like 3 or 4 days old, and you can see how much stuff is already growing in there. So now this is not like always coming and touching your mouth and being really close, but you are in proximity to it. So if you are not cleaning it frequently, you could be starting to have mold and bacteria kind of floating around in the air in general in your kitchen. So as we're starting to think about these, always, if you're finding yourself getting sick all the time or just really struggling with inflammation, these are kind of some places in the environment that we can go look into where you might be having this mold or bacteria that your body we want to keep the body in balance as much as possible, or help the body to be able to manage the toxin load that it has to deal with every day. Now, bodies are really smart. They know exactly what to do to take care of things, but the more we can help support that toxic load so that the threat level is lower before we tip over into pain and overwhelm and just not feeling good, the better. Okay, the next place is in your blender. So there's 2 places. If you don't wash your blender immediately after, this is a Vitamix, and down in the bottom, there's your blades. So right away after you do anything in your Vitamix or your BlendTech or your Ninja, any of those bigger type, any blender, to be honest, hot soapy water to clean it out. That's kind of one beef I actually have with blenders, is that it's really hard to get down and look and clean, make sure that the blades are really clean, but it's most likely if you can do it right away that it will be a better chance that you're getting it all clean. The second place is actually right here. A lot of times I don't think that people realize that this can come off. Let me see if I can pop it off for you really quick so you can see. So you can see right here, it actually comes off, and not too bad for me today. I do try to clean it every time. If I remember, every once in a while I don't remember, but this comes off. So make sure anywhere underneath that's dirtier on the lid. So make sure that you are checking those places, because this is coming in direct contact with your food. And the last one that I saved, I think, is probably the most important to remember, and this is in your water bottles. So water bottles are amazing for helping the environment, where we are not putting so much plastic toxic load into the environment. However, it may not be perfect for us if we are not washing them frequently. Water bottles are a great place to have kind of hidden mold and bacteria growing if we don't think about it. Like, we should definitely be washing them every day, every other day, hopefully weekly if you're not, but this is something I want you to start thinking about. So places to think about. So this is an Owala. I know this is a pretty popular one right now. Places that you want to clean, of course, take the straw out and use this type of scrubber, right? Get in your straws, no matter what type of water bottle you're using, get in the straws and clean really well. Hot soapy water in through here, right? Everywhere in through here, clean really good. And one place in the Owalas, I don't think a lot of people don't know, and right now it looks like this has not been cleaned recently enough, but this pops off, and so you can get a lot of stuff growing right in here. And what's the problem with this is so close to your mouth all of the time. So this could be a huge culprit for a problem going on in your body, that you're just always kind of reintroducing something growing. Okay, so, and then of course, getting in your water bottles, using a really good scrubber with that hot soapy water to make sure you're getting everything off. So that's the Owala bottle. What about something like a Stanley cup? Stanley cups are good too, right? We have these amazing straws that you can buy if you want to do metal straws. My biggest thing, let's see if, there we go. My biggest thing with these is I don't think a lot of people realize that they need to be cleaning this part too. So you just need to pop it out and make sure you're cleaning underneath it, cleaning underneath the lid. So mine's pretty clean because I do this pretty often, but I think I'm gonna challenge you to go check out what these look like. So again, use your scrubbers, get in, pull everything apart that you can, because this all, especially your water bottles, are coming so close again to your mouth. And we want to help decrease the toxin load that your body has to deal with every day. So again, like, going back as a reminder, we have your dishwasher filter. Ugh, this one's gross. And it's only been a few days, guys. No, like maybe 2 weeks. Your sink underneath. Ugh, this one is, I just cleaned that recently. So that happens really fast. Remember in your blenders to get all of the parts out. Make sure you're underneath your blades, clean right away, so the chances of getting everything out are good. And then in your water bottles, make sure you're removing all the parts that can come out, right? All of the parts off of your cups, using your scrubbers, and making sure you're getting inside your straws. So those, hopefully these are some good tips for you to help you. The goal is, if you're not feeling good, to start identifying the root causes of what is going on and decreasing the toxic load that your body always has to deal with, because the body just wants to stay in balance. So if the liver is overburdened, if the digestive system is overburdened, if you're mentally you're feeling overburdened, life is too stressful, there could be some things going on that maybe you are not looking at with your doctor. And that is where I specialize, is looking at the whole story. Your emotional, your spiritual, your physical, looking at where chronic pain is coming, inflammation, that overwhelm in life, and see if we can help to bring more resolution, shift the internal terrain of your body so you can start feeling good again, enjoying life. And I would challenge you to reach out to me and get set up on a premier case study program. Usually takes 1 to 3 months to get through it, and just you have me one-on-one working through that whole time, working through your case to see if we can identify some red flags, things that might be happening in your life that you don't realize, that can help you to start feeling better a lot faster. Chronic illnesses, autoimmune illnesses, mental health illnesses, often everything is really closely related, and you just need to be able to look at the whole story, and often things become very obvious. I hope this was helpful. Again, remember to subscribe if this is helpful, and grab my ebook. I will see you next week.